Hello, friends. I'm Tom Downey. That's Mitchell Renz. We're cutting in here with some more breaking news. Nick Foles, as the world expected, has signed with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mitchell, a 4-year, $88 million deal worth up to $50.125 million guaranteed, can be worth up to over $100 million. 102 is the max value with incentives, I assume, for like Super Bowls and stuff.
Now, I didn't win, Tom, $50 million, but I did win $27.50 at BetDSI because I predicted 2 months ago that Nick Foles was going to go to the Jags. You put money there too. I'm just saying, what do I do now with my $27.50?
You did one of those things where you forgot you bet and you bet twice on the exact same thing.
I think it was just me subconsciously knowing it was going to happen, and my body was like, go ahead, do it again. Do it again. Super pumped though, but again, I think if you're the Jags, this was the move that we all expected. If you believe that you're a team that is a quarterback away from being an actual contender in the AFC, you go out and get the top player on the market, and that was Nick Foles. So you set the over-under for, I believe, $20 million. He went over. I mean, the dude's getting $22 million a year, 4 years, 88. But the fact that they went out and gave him $50 million guaranteed. Tom, I'm going to ask you, because we had the Jags projected to potentially take a quarterback in round 1. Does this mean they're going to take a quarterback in round 1 now?
I don't think they're taking quarterback. You don't pay a quarterback $88 million over 4 years, $22 million total, and then not get him a tight end or not get him a new right tackle. Yeah.
DK Metcalf to the Jags at pick 6.
I actually think that a right tackle or tight end makes more sense.
TJ Hockenson.
Because they at least have receivers available. I think Hockenson, I think Jawan Taylor, or DK Metcalf. I think those three make a lot of sense for the Jacksonville Jaguars in the early.
All right, so with Nick Foles now as the quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars, he's still got to go up against other great quarterbacks. Andrew Luck, Deshaun Watson. Who's the other quarterback in the division? I can't think right now.
Luck, Mariota.
He stinks. Yeah. How many games do the Jags win now with Nick Foles as their quarterback?
It's a cop-out answer, but I do want to see what else they do. I want to see what they do on the offensive line, what they do with defense. It's not, you can't just say, okay, now we know.
You called me a pansy earlier today for not putting the Raiders as the number 1 team for Le'Veon Bell.
Sir, I called you a coward. Please quote me correctly.
Words are words. Tom's being a coward. How many games are the Jags going to win with Nick Foles as quarterback? We want to know from everybody watching. In my opinion, they're an 8-8 team still. They're still the 3rd best team in that division, in my opinion. That defense, sure, it's great, but there's still a lot of other things going on with that offense. So, just me. But
grade the signing here. What do you think?
I'm going to grade the signing. I think it's a B. I think it was expected. It's a lot of money, and it's a lot of guaranteed money for Nick Foles. But again, when you have a Super Bowl, when you're a Super Bowl MVP, and if you think that this is the only thing separating you from being a playoff caliber team, you go out and do it. I'm going to give it a B. What about you?
I would lean around the B range as well. I do kind of wonder, 4 years, $88 million. Honestly, it's not that bad, but who were they bidding against? Like, were the Dolphins going to get in a big way here? I don't know how many teams actually had a big-time interest in Nick Foles. Every team would take him as a backup.
Sure.
But who's going to pay him a ton of money?
That's a good point.
I'm not so sure.
So that's my concern. So you almost think like the Jags were that one random old dude at like a bidding war. He's like, me. Oh, me. Me.
Yes and no. The difference is that you don't see other people bidding against you.
Fair.
You can have information, but you don't know for sure. In the end, I'm fine with it. It's an upgrade over Blake Bortles. They can make the money work out in the end. But with $50 million guaranteed, you've locked yourself in for not just being a Case Keenum type guy, which he wasn't going to be anyway.
He's their quarterback the next 4 years.
He's their quarterback this year. They're not going quarterback in round 1.
Okay.
You can't invest that type of investment in terms of actual draft capital and raw money in the quarterback spot. Had they given him $25 million guaranteed, well then maybe we could have a discussion. But at $50 million guaranteed, over half that deal is guaranteed, you're stuck with him, or you're sticking with him, I should say, for this year, probably next year, and beyond. Yeah,
could be stuck with him. We want to know though. Keep the comments coming. If you want to shout out, type that S. Type the S in the comments section for a shout out.
Yeah. So again, folks, Nick Foles heading to the Jacksonville Jaguars with a big time move there, as we all expected. Not a big surprise there. 4 years, $88 million plus more in terms of potential incentives.